Speaking of high school, you mentioned that you went to LA High.
Yeah,
what was that about? And was there any gang activity at LA High when you were there?
Well, I decided that Catholic school life was cool. You know, I was spoiled. I wanted to be with the people. I've been infused with Black Panther ideas. And when you see the Crips, you be knowing that that's an army. There's something wrong with you. And I always had to. Remember I told you I was a Cub Scout. We be drilling over there in the alley over there. Firestone and Fur. Hundreds of us. So I always had that in my psyche.
Yeah, make video. You know, this is for sure. Yeah, make video. Open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. Yeah, make video. You know, this is for sure. Yeah, make video. Open your soul, represent your ghetto. Hold up. For the dime moves and the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole.
So, I want to be with the people, man. I don't want to be no bougie. I don't want to be no little, I live here and I'm better than you. Had a lot of people. The only cool ones in Catholic school I knew was the athletes. And a lot of them was graduating, my OGs, and going to college. And I'm rolling with Raymond. I don't know about it. Me and Michael Claypool. Raymond went to Fairfax. Michael Claypool went to Fairfax. So we already know, man, I'm rolling with Raymond. I can't be around these busters. They ain't going to do nothing. And
you saying Raymond Washington went to Fairfax?
Yeah. He went to Fairfax one summer.
Summer school.
See? I know. So when he went up there, everybody went up to Fairfax with him. Because what you're dealing with is wherever Raymond went, children wanted to go see him.
So LA High wasn't a BPS, Black Keystone school when you went there?
It might have been, but he came up there. They had some Keystones up there. They had some brims. But when I went up there, James Miller was going there and playing football. A lot of people from Bonzilla went there because their big brothers started moving up close toward Hollywood in that section. And so they had addresses to use. So there was a lot of people who went to LA High from Watts, like Robert Ballou. He lived in Watts. What he doing way over there? LA to us, LA High would be to us like we're Los Angeles. It's Los Angeles. And so anything with LA on it belonged to us. Room 222, come on. He hang out in Watts too, man. So people went from Watts, Bonds, all that, man. Well, if I could choose what school I'm going to LA High. And that's how that went. And so a lot of people went to LA High that didn't live there in the neighborhood. So, you asked me a question. Yeah, they had Blackstones. They even had brims. One of the giantest brims in LA, who was a roster now, football player. They went there. But when I went there, they was scared the Monkey Man when they had the football game with Washington. That's how we got them. They was scared the Monkey Man was going to come up there and rob them in the stands. And then some other people, they had a meeting on Crips before the football game. So I roll on over there, Cause I ain't all that, but these my homies you talking about. So they talking about Raymond gonna do this, Raymond gonna do that. Raymond ain't gonna do nothing, and Mark ain't gonna mess with you unless we tell him. So, they like, oh, well, we cool, we can put you on there. I said, look here, I'm gonna be down with you, because I was, a little mental. I told them Negroes, you bloods, or they wasn't bloods yet. You brims, all y'all, and y'all Crips, because they had Crips from Jordan Downs and stuff all up in there, getting bust. Y'all gonna have to unite. And if we see you tagging on a brother, if you don't tag on a Mexican first, we gonna stomp y'all. Because niggas up there was fighting each other. You know, we stopped all that shit. That's how I got kicked out of LA High, and then I went to Washington. That's how I got kicked out, because they told and everybody could tell something was happening. We started rolling on everybody who wasn't black, and we united all them niggas up in there. That's how. At LA High at the time when James Miller was playing football that year. All right. Then I went to Washington.
All right, tell us. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to mess your time. I want to know when he met Raymond.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I met Raymond. And 71, 70. I met Raymond Ross, 70. Somewhere in there. Right after I met Tookie, Buddha, and Monk. They brought me to Raymond on the basketball field at Jesse Owens Park. Because they kept telling me, you know that nigga. I'm like, I don't say I know people I don't know that nigga. I'm Raymond. I don't know Raymond. Come on, nigga. So they put us up there, and he was playing basketball. And they said, him right there. I mean, oh, that roly-poly, that fat nigga over there. I was a little black skinny nigga, so for me, he looked kind of big. And he was playing basketball. And the funny thing was, he was, at this time, kind of roly-poly. He didn't have his stomach all like he's known for. It was kind of big. But he could play. He had fat man soul, you understand? So he came over. They introduced him to me, and I introduced him to him. And after that, I really didn't hang with him till I seen him marching down Manchester and Florence. I was coming from Blackie House, and I seen Bonnie with him in a bunch, about 50 deep, maybe 150, but Raymond was in the middle, coming through. And I was, I had my earring and my brim, and marching down, and I see a bunch of people, so I don't run up on people. I'm like, what am I have to do if this ain't the right crew? It was them. So I'm gonna give him a pass. I'm going home. I ain't really trying to get with that. Here you go. Raymond Cook, I see your ass. Bring your ass over here. Oh, shit. So I went and jumped in the fray. That's probably the day Crips got a chance to meet Raymond. That day, when we played football with him. When we robbed the Ralphs at Free Day that day. I mean, I'll just tell you history. Being like with Raymond is like being in the middle of the watch ride. When the ride cooled down, he was still a chunk of it. That's why I took it to like wherever he go, it's free. Like they were street takeovers. We didn't need cars. You know, he had them. Raymond took him, Bam, all them. Ooh, man, you don't want to see them coming. Even if they wasn't there, Crips used to block traffic. A lot of things I had.
Do you remember where you were at when Raymond got killed?
Yeah, I was in the county jail in the medical ward, shot up from gunshot wounds from police shootout in Culver City. I was in the bed all like this. Some Negro came in there. Talking about, they killed him. Who? Raymond. I'm like, God damn. Because we had plans, contrary to what they want to tell you. I can tell you some stuff I don't want to tell on everybody. Like, I'm still mad at, what's his name? Crip Bunchy. He's like one of my little, I'm still mad at him even though he did.
Payback?
I don't know if he was...
Red Heart?
Yeah, you know who he is.
He got killed in prison.
Crip Bunchy, Big Bunchy? Oh. Ooh, I don't even want to go into that. Well, he was doing some goofy stuff, man. That's the homie, but I got him a place to stay. Some goofy Negro started talking the wrong stuff, and he jacked the whole house. Guess what? he jacked a Panther safe house. That's why I'm still kind of mad at him. I could have left him in the street, but that was my little homie. Cause all them Negroes was part of Bonzella. It just ain't change. Hoover was Bonzella. But why say that? I don't even like to be affiliated with Hoover. Anyway, because
what's up with that?
for one, when he came to me with the idea, after he seen how West Side, see when the West Side and East Side come together, you got at least 300, 400 deep instantly. So he got to see, Hoover Joe knew that what we was doing wasn't dependent on his little homies. You understand me? All Crips come when you put the word out. Criplets make sure of that. Criplets will have everybody coming. At least the ones we know. And after they saw how much power you can have, Hoover Joe wanted to start the Hoovers. Back then when he saw the East Side and West Side come together to put the rims in check.
Let me ask you something. You mentioned being in the county jail, shot by the police in '79.
Yeah.
You know I came across that article, right?
I don't know what it say.
Is it okay to talk about it?
Yeah, a little bit, because I heard somebody else said they had an article, it was Raymond Cook, and it wasn't even Raymond Cook. What did it say?
It just said you and one of your buddies from college ran up in a 7-Eleven and robbed the joint. And both y'all got shot, but he got killed.
Yeah, that's it.
And they booked you for his murder, even though the police did it.
Right.
What happened?
That's
what happened. What happened with the case? Not.
Oh, what happened with the case?
They booked you for a murder.
Yeah.
Obviously, you beat it because you came home.
Yeah. Well, do you know that? Yeah, they was trying to give me death row, but I didn't feel it. And basically, I don't want to tell on nobody, but when we went into the 7-Eleven, we gave one of them speeches, man. I'm telling you, we was off the chain. How did you go to college? You was still cripping. We crip for our bread, we crip for our meat. If we don't crip, we don't eat. Just because I was in college mean that they gonna treat me right?
You guys were college graduates. What are you talking about?
Man, we was still niggas to them. That was during apartheid. We was fighting against apartheid. When Crips got to college, I don't want to say when Crips got there because other people would get mad that wasn't Crips when it happened. But I was still calling everybody cuz in between 1975 and 79, so they had to know Crips united all them campuses down here to fight against apartheid. And brought about a cultural revolution on all them college campuses. Where they think Khalid Muhammad came from. Why he wanted to be a Panther before he went out, and a Mo. Why? We know. It's whole shit they hide. Just like what we was doing on the street when we was in high school, when we got to college. We did it again.
Hey, so how did that work? You paroled from YA and then you went to Cal State. What was that transition?
The transition was like this. It wasn't no real transition. Because when I was in YA, I was going to college, those extension courses, taking Swahili and history and stuff. So when the opportunity came, I was already ready. You understand? So one of them college programs, people came up there recruiting people in YA who were ready to go to college. I was ready to go. So when I got to the street, I went to the JC one semester to get some more credits. Then I transferred over to Long Beach State. And it really wasn't no transition for me because I was into black studies since I was 14, back to 68. So I had the advantage on most of the children who went to school and got taught there. I got taught by John Huggins, Bunchy and them people. Plus I went to Catholic school, which most of them people went to, which means I knew I got a better education. I went to Catholic school and public school so I could measure the difference. That's what happened there. It wasn't no thing. Most of the Crips I was around was in college, so I had to keep faced with the homies too, right? Like, oh, nigga, you ain't doing nothing with your life. Nigga, what's wrong with you? Nigga, oh, you still banging? These is what Crips will tell you.
1 foot in, 1 foot out?
So Yeah, we went. Yeah. Oh, well, I was cool the first 3 years, but by the time you get to be a senior, we start getting down and dirty again. Like, oh, white man, you're not gonna treat us normal. Oh, you mean you in support of apartheid? Oh, we was chasing. Oh man.
The newspaper states your crime. He wasn't even an LA native. He was from
No, Ohio. Yeah, but he's a famous basketball player. And he hang around them outlaws on the east side, and he was a big old giant dude. He went to Crenshaw High School, named Irvin Hurst. He got a home, one of his cousins here named Red. He all buck. His uncle is the dude who played in the movie that Pimp. What's his name? Everybody know him. That's his uncle. Who he also played in there.
The Mac?
Yeah, that's his uncle. All right, so basically Irvin was a hustler, but since he was an athlete, he was going to go somewhere with that because he was kind of tall. And he was a Panther. So when he comes to L.A., he went to Washington too, he going to be in the crew automatic. Problem with us is the people in the store, we came through giving speeches and they gave us the shit.
Let me ask you something.
They even came to court for us.
Did the police like chase y'all down and just gun y'all down
No,
or what?
man. Didn't nobody call nothing. They were just rolling through on routines. And here come these mines underneath 25 walking out with the shit. You know, we taking over Culver City, you know. We don't... Walking out with the shit, and the other one got the stuff, and they said, God damn. So they made a right turn, and we ducked behind this truck, and then once we got to the car, we had the beat on them. Mine went on lock. I don't have my damn thing on lock. But when I pulled the trigger, it caused a blue spark, and then all this shit. So we started doing the little army man shit we knew on the inside. I rolled over to this wall here, he went under the car. I tried to come back, they start shooting me up. You know how you at the wall. So I'm getting ready to go like that. But I was a high jumper, buddy. They didn't get me, cuz I hit this fence like some ape. And they were scared to come over the fence. That's the only reason I didn't get shot all up. By the time they got me, they had a helicopter and they were scared to come over that fence because I went over there like a gorilla, you know. Woo! So I got bullets all up in the air and all right there. You understand? They tried to hem me in. And then when they were shooting him up, they tried to hem me in. I could feel them hemming me in. But they shot us up. That's why I'm all, you know. Either way it go, yeah, that's...
So listen, the article speaks on you and your mom, right?
I don't know why. What about me and mom?
About that you guys went to college around the same time, and that's when you changed your name over
to
the Islamic name.
That's Irvin. That's him. His mother and him went to college at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I've been had this name since I was 14. He went to college when he came here. Well, he went to college. And he changed his name when he ran into me. You understand me? We was studying. He was political science. I'm history. I made black studies and history. And what I'm trying to tell you is when this might sound bad, but might as well tell you. When Crips got to college, Crips took over the BSU movement. Crips took over the college movement. Crips was fighting apartheid. Crips was stepping to the goddamn white people that was talking about they want and support apartheid. Crips went up to Hayakawa on Wilshire and stepped to him in his office. These is Crips. They'll tell you about the revolutionary Crips because revolution started getting a bad name amongst Crips. But their own history they don't know about. That's what pissed me off about them. And that's what kept us on the warpath. Because after we got them degrees, we still had to slang dope. And wasn't nobody complaining. I mean, we were singing weed. Anybody get some cocaine? Wasn't nobody complaining about that. Bras that wouldn't even speak to you. You got something for the head? Oh, man. So, now we was still in the wrong spirit, but we was waiting on Raymond. He wouldn't let you get away without discussing it. How we gonna do that? You ain't running off from Raymond and he don't pull up on you. So we already had that. So when they killed him, whoever it was, that wasn't a good time to be killing no Raymond, man. But we knew the police. I didn't think that it was going to allow the police to manipulate that. Everybody heard the rumor. Raymond's hanging with the brims. Ah, shut up. Nigga, he's just trying to unite people. Huh? Raymond hate brims. Bulldog hate brims more than Raymond. Anyway.
This was 1979 was a real pivotal year for you. Tookie gets took off the streets. Raymond gets killed. And you in the county jail with bullet wounds from the police in you.
Then you gotta listen to people who don't know a damn thing going on trying to tell you how to run politics when you laid the shit down for their ass. If you was in my position, you would have said shit. You wouldn't even know what to say. They used to wonder why the nigger pigs, didn't mess with me in the pen in the county jail like they would mess with them. Because they knew what I was about. So when I went to the pen, I already knew I wasn't coming back. Know why? Many people in college I was with in the movement became the pigs. I walk up in there like, damn, what you doing in there? You know, before I got to the kitchen, I'm like ducking. Damn, that's that nigga been in my mama. That, you know what I'm saying? Female police officers that went to college, they helping me do whatever I wanted to. I'm trying to educate these niggas, keep them out of jail, teach them law before they go to jail.
So did you get convicted of a crime during for that robbery or what? Yeah,
I had to do a deal so I wouldn't get death row because I wasn't trying to be like Geronimo and sit up there and say, I didn't do it, and end up getting out 30 years later. That wasn't my mindset.
So where did you end up landing as far as prison and how much time did you do?
I think I did 4 years, 8 months. First place I went was CMC's. Then did a year there, then they sent me to Tehachapi. Did a year there, then they sent me back to Chino.
You don't have to answer this question if it's too crazy.
What about
But since you're black conscious and you pro-black, did you get wrapped up in the BGF thing?
No, I didn't have to. Like I told you, back in '68, I was a baby Panther. They named me the leader of the Panther Party back then. I didn't accept it. I didn't accept it till his mama told me something after the '92 riot. I had to join the BGF. People who are original Panthers remembered us when we was children. They called me Lil Bunchy. Well, don't Bunchy got a brother? He had Kenny Carter, Fati. Why is mom and them calling me Bunchy? I don't know, maybe because I was the youngest little nigga that was listening to him. I don't know. Only thing I can tell you is I had to join the BGF. By the time me and Raymond got there, they was already grooming Kenny to be the leader of the BGF. I had to join no BGF. That's already my homeboy already. Him and Eddie Haythorne.
So listen, I mentioned BGF and you start talking Slauson. Is that what they did when they went to prison?
I don't think BGF was limited to the Slausons. But I do look at BGF like this. They used to have the Black Student Union, which is a satellite group on the college campuses and high schools throughout Los Angeles. So in the penitentiary, the BGF is just like the Black Student Union or something like that in the pen. If you black, you're supposed to unite with them. That's about as shallow as it is. That's all it is, or was. Just like I used to hear about Black August. I used to be wondering, what's that all about? It wasn't no Black August when we was coming up as little children as Panthers. Then I found out they started in '72. I'm like, oh, all right, that's something new. There can't no old Panthers tell me about the Black Panther Party because I was there. They can't bullshit me on none of it. You understand me? Geronimo was like my babysitter. I was with him in CMCEs. If I'm in the visiting room, he in the visiting room, he gonna be right there with me because I'm the only face he remembers. Because he was still in '68 till they let him out, mentally. So it's some stuff like that. I didn't have to join the BGF. And when I came in there, I was with Raymond. The other Crips was mad at Raymond, so was Raymond and I. And then some of the avenues was trying to hate on us, so the BGF was stepping to us. So I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, most of the BGF stepping to us wasn't even real BGF. They was what y'all might call Bloods now. And they had a bone to pick with Raymond. And since I was with him, I ain't gonna run off and let Raymond fight somebody by himself 10 times bigger than him. I don't care how skinny I was. I wasn't that skinny. But I had to stick with Raymond, watch his back. Because I seen how Raymond represents. If the Aryan Brotherhood want to attack black people, the first one standing is Raymond. Where the BGF at? Y'all in here. Why y'all ain't standing up? Oh, we do sneaky stuff. Well, he don't. He don't. You dig? So that's how that. I didn't have to join the BGF, but we did. They came at us wrong because they heard all the bad, and they gonna use that to try to mash on us, right? When a lot of them, if they talk to you personally, they would probably like you. But rumors make people hate you before they meet you. And most of the time when them older dudes run up on somebody, one of them original Crips, they be liking them niggas. Just like Ray Boyce, he never claimed to be no bounty hunter. But he the leader of the bounty hunters.
No, I heard that before.
It's true. The reason I know Ray Boyce lessons is because Ray Boyce is another Tookie lookalike, man. And everywhere he go, I be with him. That's why I know his lessons. It's a lot of stuff that these people be talking about. Just be flaws. You know.
All right, I'm gonna switch reels.
But y'all got me excited though.
I want to touch on Buckler and 64th Street. What is that about in your history?
Well, I don't know if the school hooked it up or not. I was graduating from the 8th grade, getting ready to go to high school. So the teacher, our nun of the 8th grade, she's trying to get some people to go to this speaking engagement. I mean, what do you call that? Where you have people do speeches and they battle speech contest? Something like that. It was
debate class.
Yeah, all right. And none of the dudes didn't want to go. And I like the dude in the class is like, all the girls gonna want you to go, so just go on and act a fool and let the girls laugh. We have a good thing. And we just call it a day. Oh, shit, that didn't work. Oh, you go to the speech thing. Oh, nah, I don't want to go to no speech thing. All right, I'll go. I had a homie, he's on the radio in North Carolina, famous Gregory Latch. His ass convinced me to go to this debating speech, whatever it was. I forget. I'm talking so fast I can't even say that. And so I went. I did my little thing. I didn't win. I got second place. But while I'm waiting outside, here come this young lady about almost 6 feet tall, looking pretty nice, trying to talk to me. I seen her in the thing. I talked to her, but I wasn't trying to get at her. You know what I'm saying? I already knew it. Like, look here. I just look like this today. I ain't trying to get it no more, have no more women problems. I'm trying to graduate. So we see, so then, all right. So I meet this young lady, her name, I ain't gonna tell you, but y'all probably figure out. So then we had another thing just before the school closed down where the graduation class get to go ice skating. So their school and our school was there. Here come this same chick, except she got a crew now, right? So I kind of said, well, I keep seeing you. They brought me over to her. Look who she is. She ain't ugly, and a lot of them chicks I was going to school with wasn't really
Attractive.
not like that. But they had some fine ones, but I probably was mad we was squabbling. She looked like a new starter. She was bothering me. Like the first time I told you, I really scared like I ain't trying to talk to you. Right, so after the second time I seen her, me, Victor, and Gregory Lance, I'm talking about 2B Crip people. We went and got a map from the doggone, a map from the gas station to find out where she lived in comparison to where we lived on the east side.
This is Los Angeles.